Thank you very much. I have a gentleman with me. I feel that he looks for his wife here in the audience. As he stands with me, unfortunately, I believe that your husband passed over in bed in our bedroom. So it feels like in your own bedroom he passes at home. And I know that this gentleman was although may have appeared a little unwell, a little out of sorts, we certainly didn't expect him to pass over at the time that he passes. And then I get the sense here of a D name that feels like a Derek or a Dennis that he would also know in the life. The man that stands with me here feels only to be in his 60s when he passes over. And I wonder whether I may be around 67 or nearest to 67 when he passes into the spirit world there. Good boy. And that's nice. So would anybody understand that? Hello, darling. How are you?
Hello.
You
Fine,
okay?
thank you.
Smashing. So let's get to be with you in this moment. Bear with me longer. So would you understand this to be a husband of your own?
Yes.
That passes at home?
Yes.
Because I feel I'm in bed at home, and I feel that you are around him as he passes to the spirit world. Come on, Mr. Man. Did you know this Derek?
His brother.
His brother. Because it comes easier to me as Derek. And then I know that my gentleman with me that feels as your husband must have been a heavy smoker at some point in his life.
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yes.
And I feel ultimately smoking had compromised his health. Do you see that for
Yes.
me? And I feel that when he went to the doctors and stuff, they would have said then, well, you know, it's because you smoked all those years and this kind of thing, and it's done you a mischief. Do you see that for me?
Yes.
And as a result of that, this might sound simple, but I feel that he had to be on an oxygen mask or an oxygen cylinder thing. You see that? Before he passes. Is that
Just
okay?
a mask, yes.
A mask, that's it. But I know that I needed help and aided to breathe. You see this before he goes. Yes. But I can't get away from the same feeling that I wasn't expected to pass then, or at least he thought he'd get better. Do you see that? Do you see that with me?
Yes.
Because I think it was a real shock. We knew he was poorly, but we didn't think he'd go. And I know that I passed all of a sudden. And as he tells this to me, take this with the way I mean this. I mean it with the greatest respect. He's a bit flash. And I say that to you like in a way that he's got all the charm. You know that.
Oh, yes.
And I feel that both men and women loved him. You know that.
Yes.
And I feel that he could get his way with a bit of charm, a little wink of the eye, a little bit of banter. You see that for me. He's not a shy man or a conservative man. I don't have any of those feelings. I know that he can dance, this man.
Yeah.
But I feel that he wants to jive with you as well. But you and he were actually very good at it. Do you see that?
Yes.
And I know that he would jive. I think I could do the slow one as well if I fancied. You know, I could do the bit of waltzing there as well. And as a couple, you would have cut a very good figure of a couple. You see that on the dance floor.
Yes.
And people would have known that, or even, in fact, even have asked you to dance. You see this?
Yes.
That they might follow your lead. And is that making sense to
Yes,
you?
yes.
That's good. Because he tells it to me, and he wants me to make it right. And he shakes my hand, and he's got a very firm handshake, very firm. I know his skin was easily tanned in the sun as well.
Yes.
And so he might have been out for a day to Southend-on-Sea, but he looked like he's coming from somewhere gorgeous, you know. But he's got a nice, good, a sun-kissed complexion. He wears a ring, a gold ring, on his hand, but it's quite a large gold ring.
Sovereign.
A sovereign, that's it. Because I know that it's a large gold ring on my hand. Not a lot of jewellery for this man, but a big chunky gold ring. So as we know that your husband dances here for you, shaking my hand with his big gold ring, looking at you here intently. I know that I've got hair. It might be a little thinner, but I feel I can comb it still. You know, I think I'm having a joke with him. But I know I've still got hair to comb. I don't look too bad, you know. And when he passes, he either passes on your birthday or he passes very near a significant birthday for my family. Do you see that there?
Yes.
Because it affected for years after, my passings bothered the birthday. You know, it's not as happy now as it should have been. And I know that I feel a little bit sorry for that, you see. But never mind. He's got a nice car. No, it's not a flash car. It's a nice car and a clean car. You see this, a polished car. But I know that his car is important to him. Do you see that for me?
Yes.
And I know that his car was left after he passed, but I don't think it was sold. I feel it was given away to one of his children or given in the family, like we still used it. Is that acceptable?
Yes, we still used it.
Still use it is even better.
Yes.
But it's not been sold, but we get the use out of that, you see, and we like it. And I know in that last night, I wanted to tell you so much. I wanted to speak with you. I wanted to tell you so much. I'm not making that fix. It's right. I know I wanted to speak with you so much, to tell you how much I thought of you, to tell you how much you meant to me. It seems silly, isn't it? But I feel there's a whole chunk of time that we are together, and then we get married, you see, in a way. Or we knew each other for a long time.
Yes.
A long time before we got married. You see this?
Yes.
Because I don't want to waste any years. I want to put all those years together and say they're our years. And to me, it's like you knew him forever. That's the feeling.
Yeah.
Knew him forever and ever. Like when we're dead young, or even as children. It feels like all of my life, that's what I want to say to you.
Yes.
I knew you.
Yes.
And all of my life, I continue there to know you too. There should be a Keith.
Yeah, that's my son.
Keith. That's it. So your son, that's fine with me. I know it's a feeling of that he gives me. So if there's a Keith and it's your son, then I know he would acknowledge that name there from the other world. I've got to go in a minute. There's 4 of you alive that mean the world to your husband.
Yes.
4 of you that grieve for him now he's passed. It's for the 4 of you that he returns here today. But you're number 1. You're number 1, definitely.
Thank you.
In his eyes. And I can promise you now, it's not my promise, it's his. When you eventually pass to the other world yourself, you better have your dancing shoes ready because you'll be off with him, I tell you that.
Yeah.
And with that, darling, I'd say thank you. God bless
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was the first time I'd been to a reading, but only because a friend of mine is into all that and dragged me along. I didn't want to go, and I was shocked when it came through. And I didn't realise that it was Keith coming through till my friend knocked me and said, that's him.
There should be a Keith,
Yeah,
a Ken.
that's my son.
Keith, that's it. So your son.
Well, Tony mentioned the name Keith, and I said that was my son's name, although it's my husband's name as well. He was very much a family man. He liked his kids, he liked his grandkids. We used to do lots of things together. You know, we weren't, oh, that's you and that's me. We went everywhere together.
To me, it's like you knew him forever. That's the feeling.
Yeah.
Knew him forever and ever. Like when we're dead young, or even as children. It feels like all of my life, that's what I want to say to you. I knew you.
I probably met him when I was 13, on the way to school. 'Cause he lived on the way to school in a little house, and he used to come out and we used to walk up the hill together. And he used to go one way at the top of the hill and I went the other way to the top of the hill. And I didn't like him very much because he was a snob. But then as you grow up and you get to know them, they just get on together, and that's how it happened.
Take this with the way I mean this. I mean it with the greatest respect. He's a bit flash. And I say that to you like in a way that he's got all the charm.
Oh yeah, he was definitely a charmer. He liked looking his best, and he always had to have everything just so.
I know that he can dance, this man. As a couple, you would have cut a very good figure of a couple. You see that on the dance floor. But I feel that he wants to jive with you as well. But you and he were actually very good at it. Did you see that?
Yes.
Oh yes, we were quite good at the jive, and we did it, and we got a medal for it, we won prizes, and we enjoyed it.
He wears a ring, a gold ring, on his hand, but it's quite a large gold ring.
Sovereign.
A sovereign, that's it.
There was his dad, his brother, and Keith. All had these sovereign rings. They went on a mount, they were bent over, and they come from his grandparents, great-grandparents, who were bargees and used to collect gold sovereigns going up and down on the barges. And all the firstborn got one of these rings.
When he passes, he either passes on your birthday or he passes very near a significant birthday for my family.
It was just before his son's birthday. And not long before our wedding anniversary.
Your husband must have been a heavy smoker at some point in his life.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes.
And I feel ultimately smoking had compromised his health. Did you see that?
Yes.
He died from lung cancer through smoking. He tried to give it up over the years now and again, but never worked. In fact, now, even when I go up the shed now, and it's tobacco tins, we were looking for nails the other day, me and my son, and there's cigarette ends in where he used to put them out up there, you see. He's a crafty old devil.
I can promise you now, it's not my promise, it's his. When you eventually pass to the other world yourself, you better have your dancing shoes ready because you'll be off with him, I tell you that.
Well, actually, I looked in the cupboard and I've thrown them away. I did look for them. I found his. I've still got his, but I didn't have mine. So I thought, oh, well, I'll take his with me when I go and he can dance on his own. Oh, there you go.